Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Read, Journal, Love, and I was tagged by Anne from In Search of Wonder with the I am so annoyed book tag. Let's get started. Now, I'm just going to start off by saying that I think I must just be a pretty much just easygoing reader because I just couldn't think of answers for any of these. So the first one, do publishers ever do anything that you find annoying? The only thing I could think of is something that other people who have done this video have said, and that is if there's a series that they don't put the numbers on the spine. Yeah, that kind of annoys me, I guess. I would like to have them on there. Yeah, but that's really all I can think of. 2, have you ever been annoyed by a spoiler, even something as someone telling you there's a great twist? Now, if somebody tells me there's a great twist, that's going to entice me to want to read it even more. So I don't mind that, but don't tell me what it is. I want to find out for myself. So I don't like if on Goodreads, if it says contains spoiler, whatever, I don't read it. And if somebody in a video starts talking about it, I don't watch the rest of the video. Yeah, so I try to stay away from spoilers because I want to find out for myself. I don't want to know ahead of time. But if there's a good twist, you can tell me that much. 3, have you ever been annoyed by what you discovered in a little free library, book sale, or used bookstore? Tell us what you found and why it was so annoying. Here where I live in the Oklahoma City area, we don't really have little free libraries. I went to the website for them. When I first heard about them, I was like, oh, wow. I think that'd be so much fun to go and find a whole bunch of them. But they're all around schools. Like they're in the school parking lot, basically, if there is one. And so that means there's probably just going to be little, kids' books or whatever. And I don't want to take those from the other kids who might need them more. So I gave up on that. But I think it would be so cool if we did have more of them. But come to think about it, in the neighborhood where I grew up, Cleveland neighborhood, they did install a little free library looking thing after we left, of course. But it wasn't on the website. So it just must be something that the neighborhood association did or something. But yeah, I was really excited to see that one day. I think it's when I first met my husband and we went back and I showed him like, this is where I lived or whatever. And it was there. Book sales, I think of like the library book sales. Okay, that place is a madhouse. First of all, to get in the first night, you have to have like a special, you have to pay basically to get in, have a special ticket and everything. I ain't doing that. And then the second day, the first day where like public can come, it's like super crowded and that's not my style. I have really bad anxiety, so I stay away from places like that. And then we went twice on the Sunday and it was so picked over, like, yeah, it wasn't worth even going. And then at used bookstores, I rarely find anything. Like when I go in with a list and really we only have 2, one on far East Edmond, one down in Oklahoma City. Yeah, we're getting less and less used bookstores around here. 4, when it comes to short story collections, are you annoyed if there is a novella in the middle of the collection? I don't think I've ever read a short story collection. 5, deckled edges, beautiful or annoying? Can we not have both? Because they are beautiful, but they are annoying. I do like them. I think of that book by DC Talk, Jesus Freaks. It had those deckled edges on the side, and I found it hard to kind of like turn the pages, but I loved the look, that really vintage, old-time look. I used to do that a lot in scrapbooking. When I'd make cards and scrapbooking pages, I'd always deckle the edges. 6, Other people's annotations in a used book or library book. Is it annoying or are you okay with it? I like when people put, I mean, I've only bought a couple that had annotations in them. I don't mind them. I kind of like reading what they thought or what they checked or, but I don't like to buy it if it's got highlighting in it. Underlining might be okay, but highlighting, I don't know, it's something with my eyes and I don't know, it kind of disrupts my reading if it's not me doing it, I guess. And I generally don't try to give away books that I highlighted either. 7, if there is a series, collection, or certain kinds of books, like an imprint, and changes are made, are you annoyed or are you okay with it? I don't even know. I can't think of what that would be. Certain changes and kinds of books. I guess like if it's, I mean, if they're changing the story, that would totally like not be right. But if it's like a cover change, you just go with the flow. That's what I think. 8, did the decisions of characters in a novel ever annoy you? Share the book and what decisions you found annoying. I mean, I guess sometimes, I'll be like, why in the world did they do that? Like, I guess just wisdom that I have lived through, or maybe I see this situation differently, but they're characters in a book, and that's just the way the story goes, so I try not to get annoyed. 9, are you ever annoyed by how someone organizes their books? And what do you find annoying? Now, this one I have experience with. I'm going to say my husband. I wish he would organize his books. He just puts them on shelves. They're not alphabetized. They're not grouped by category, or he doesn't keep a list of what books he has. So it's like, I'll be like the other day, I'm like, hey, where is that Star Trek book? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I think it's in the other room. But then it was right. I found it on a shelf. So yeah, but that's my guy. That's how he is. So I go with the flow. 10, share something bookish that you find annoying. That's kind of vague. But I guess I'm going to say, like, on covers these days, they've started having like these cartoony, or not cartoon, but just like graphic people, and they don't have a face. It's just like blank. There's no eyes, mouth, anything. I don't like that. It's like you're halfway doing your job. Put a face on the person. I just find that. I think some people like it. I don't know. I just don't. And then tag someone. So like Anne said, I'm probably the last person in the world to do this. But if you're watching this and you haven't done it, go ahead and I tag you.